I stood by the shelter at the end of the street, chilled by the wind and the ache in my feet. I checked the note where you'd written the place, but the rain blurred the name, the time, and my face. You said meet me outside CNA, but I stopped near Dixons and drifted away. You waited by mannequins dressed up for spring, while I studied some stereos again and again. I followed my heart and the biro you used, but the weather conspired and left me confused. Wrong meal, wrong screen, wrong sign, wrong light. Before we could text and put things right, we moved like a pattern that never aligned. Always a moment or meter behind. The waiter checked, said sorry, not here. I said could it be under me? He just stared, he said try the one on the old high street. So I ran with regret and saw blistered feet. I reached the window, scanned the faces inside. The waiter said a lady left after only a side. I turned and I ran, though I feared I was late to the screen where I hoped you'd be waiting outside. I burst through the doors, out of breath and late. Asked for the screen, still hoping you'd wait. They said not on tonight, mate. And I stood there alone with my hope running thin, and I cursed the script like it fluffed my line, while the scene moved on without a sign. Wrong meal, wrong screen, wrong sign, wrong light. Before we could text and put things right, we moved like a pattern that never aligned. Always a moment or meter behind. Slipped through the doors, out of breath and late. Scanned every seat, not a hint of your face. The barman just shrugged as I stood in defeat. You'd already gone, walked back to the street. You checked your watch and stirred your gin. Waited an hour, then gave in. You left the bar, coat pulled up tight. Convinced I'd bailed and called it a night. I slumped on the bus just after midnight. Sat down beside a familiar sight. You smiled and said, was that your idea of fun? I laughed and said, same time next week, outside Dixons. Wrong meal, wrong screen, wrong sign, wrong light. Before we could text and put things right, we